Good evening, everybody. I have been looking forward to this Monday as we are your proud co hosts of Monday Night. Relly and Teach, ready to preach. My handsome co host, how are you?
Uh, I woke up about a half hour ago because I've been sleeping most of the day. Been feeling a little under the
I mean,
weather today.
okay, on the weather. I was about to say, it's your day off. Don't worry about sleep. On the weather, well, have yourself a good nappy.
Pretty much. I slept majority of the day so far.
Yes, just to have everybody know, thank you for joining in. For those who are live listeners right now, we have the pleasure of knowing them by first name. We have Ty or Mod, we have Chris Stone, we got Bry, we got Britt, and Britt thinks you sound tired AF, which you kind of do. I see on your face, but you're an absolute trooper. So, everybody, I just want to thank and give a shout out to a friend of the show, Eli. So he actually gave me something. Now, if you remember, I hate bringing back being bearer of bad news as well. But everybody remembers when my birthday came around on June 16th, and there was G Fuel news going around, and it did not get swept under the rug. It blew up, and it stayed blowing up for a couple of days. So I'm not
Been
sure
longer than
what's going
days.
on, but I've asked around. I've had nothing, so I've had to look in comments the best as I can in my ability. So it's appearing. I now this is only from what I'm seeing, but Sneak is given the axe to many partners and ambassadors, saying that the new ownership is changing into a general direction. That after March 31st, their code is no longer active. Now, it sounds like an April Fool's joke, but to be honest with you, when so many creators are going, I've been here for 3 or 4 years. Damn, man, it sucks. I've only been here about 2 months. I mean, something's up and it's not being addressed. And it's amazing when some comments are like, oh, we're ignoring the elephant in the room. And some people just, it's like, hey, what's going on? They don't get back to you. Something weird is going on. But if it's what I think it is, Sneak is doing something as far as the creators in the UK. This creates something wide open. And I'm not sure who's going to capture on that because I don't think Prime Energy is going to somehow get into gaming affiliation.
Who knows at this
And
point, honestly.
and I'm not sure if G Fuel is ready to step up and have a complete foreign distribution to help out. Just the bodies that were in the UK that helped support the brand was huge. I know there's like a couple small UK brands, but I'm not sure how that's going to work. But I feel bad for some of the creators there. I mean, could you imagine 3.5 years you have an affiliation code or you have a partnership code, and then one day you get an email just being like, "By oh yeah, by the way, buddy, 2 weeks and a month gone." Even less than 2 weeks. I think like a week and a half. That's grim.
So we have Maul going under a bit and just completely axing everybody. And is this sneak axing everybody or just a large majority?
And that is just the thing that's gone so far. You see, Maw, we actually see that there's something that they send out to their affiliates saying your code will no longer work. Basically saying hard times, this and that. And when you look at the website, some of the flavors aren't even on the website anymore. I remember when they have six. So if you want to get one tub for purchase, there's only three on the site right now. They have those bundle deals, but to be honest with you, it wouldn't shock me if they actually ran out and they had an email being like, "Oh yeah, sorry, buddy, we ran out." It would not shock me at all. It wouldn't. Now, thankfully, knock on wood, the best flavor they made is available, but for how long?
It's true.
Now, granted, I know there's somebody else making a grape. I believe it was leaked that Freshen Up's making a grapefruit, but that right there, I mean, again, we've asked G Fuel to bring that flavor back for a couple years now. I wonder who else is gonna step up and try to make a grapefruit. I give credit to Juvie for trying to make a grapefruit, but listen, sorry, but, the tonic water ain't working for me. I respect the attempt, but for my personal preference, it just doesn't work, which speaking of, apparently they have somebody that used to work for the Big 3. He just said Big 3. I'm assuming that's the late 2000s Red Bull, Monster, or Rockstar, one of those 3. And Juvie's actually having a trial with, uh he's having a trial with some of the 7-Elevens in Detroit on selling Juvie cans, so we'll see how that works. But, furthermore, this stuff has just been crazy. I mean, Teach, of all the stuff going on in the gaming world right now, it hasn't been a dull March, to say the least.
Nope, it has literally been March Madness.
So tell me, Teach, what are you thinking, like, what's going on between people going to Kick because they need a third party to compete with YouTube and Twitch, to energy drink companies folding and partners getting chaotic? How are you taking all this in? I mean, how you really feel?
I think it's a lot for companies, and I think it's a lot for them to realize that it's important for how they sponsor, how they put their name behind somebody, how well they're selling products. What are they truly doing to be different from another company? How well liked is their product? Like it is sad to see Mall going under because they do have some good stuff. I have liked some of the products that they have put out that I've tried that you've sent me. When it comes to Sneak, even from like a personal perspective to the outer range of the question, like I've never had a reason to go buy Mall. I've never had a reason to go buy Sneak. I know there are people out there that have their favorite brand and stick with that, but it's what are they truly doing to stand out to bring in the business compared to, well, even funnily enough, say the big 3 of energy supplements. Like for
And those are
somebody,
cans that in every gas station in America, or at least 2 of the big 3.
well, I'm saying the big 3 of even energy supplements. Like, what is Sneak and Maw truly doing differently to compete with G Fuel, Advance, your Glitch, etc.?
To be completely honest with you, Maw is trying with gimmicks, and Sneak, it's basically regional. I will say though, to their credit, there are some flavors that they are doing that apparently, now I understand that over across the pond they have their own different flavors, and again, I wish I could try some different with sample packets. If we could get Mr. Melon, but to do that with Sneak in America, I I need his information. I need his email, something, because I will place an order and I will give it my best shot. Because when you see flavors like when they do their own, when they have cola millions, I think it was rhubarb custard, the peach iced tea, so I don't have to pay 40 hours plus shipping for a tub before. Well, now with a discount code, that's not even going to work. I mean, there's some things I would legit want to try. I have tried a couple of the from the sample packets, but I mean, those sample packets could have been old. I only really liked the 2 flavors from them. Like, whatever the purple flavor was, it was cough syrup, grape, and bubble gum. Now, if you take Galaxy Grape and if you take bubble gum with G Fuel half and half, it tastes good. Sneak just did bad.
I think it's also something to be like it said, like it's a business thing because they need to be selling product on their own end, and it's what are they doing different and how is their product better than the next. But if it comes to a lot of them just cutting content creation or cutting out partners, it's how they are going about their partners. In a way, partners is a healthy thing for companies to have because you are getting, in a way, free promotion, even if they are sponsored, so that someone then is kicking out your product to more people. So even like a silly example, I could be like, you know what, really, if you heard a glitch with a Y, go try glitch with a Y. Here's a code. You feel great about saving. Or like that premise goes for any company. The main thing is that I think companies should start to look at how they're doing and handling affiliates and or partners. And I think like the biggest one we've always made a joke about in a way is Dubby. Because even like when we had Chuck on last week, even Chuck even made the statement of like, well, when it comes to a lot of partner creations, they're all different. And we found out about Rogue, how Rogue you gotta push out so much product to then up your percentages of getting a kickback. And like W is just churning and burning, and so many people are coming into the program and even leaving in the program.
Speaking of, before I forget, just to let everybody know, uh, we did make this on our Twitter account, which is a reason why you should follow our Twitter account. So during the course of the week, I think this received to me Thursday. So I thought long and hard, and I pulled the
Yeah.
trigger. So what happened was Rogue actually had a promotion where they were doing 50% off cans. They were doing it Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday last week. So I pulled the trigger and Teach, well, you're going to be getting at least one of every can flavor.
Jesus.
So they offer 4 packs, but the only problem is the black cherry lemon. The black cherry lemonade only comes in a 12 pack, so I had to buy a 12 pack. But I have a couple cans there, and I got a 4 pack of the rest. And I gotta say, man, I'm dying to try that cotton candy one. The cotton candy and that strawberry. I'm assuming it's like a strawberry candy. I'm hyped to try it.
I mean, it's been a long time coming. We've had a long time coming of us just having an entire episode of us trying out Rogue in full.
And speaking of, so I just want to let everybody know this, especially since one of them's watching in the audience. So to Britt in the audience, who's been a real one of the show for a long time, and there's a lot of them. Boognass has been here every single episode, and he helped us go on to advanced GGs and give everybody great reactions and such. Especially as if it's under the is it under the sauce? Iconic. But Britt, he's a regular member of the show. As far as powered energy drinks, he hasn't tried anything outside of G Fuel. So to thank him for giving both me and Teach the Rise Country Time lemonade, I end up sending him a care package. And a lot of the stuff was from the show. The both flavors of the Ulti subs from last week, some Glytch V1, some Advanced GG, one sample of Juju, a couple samples of Freshen Up, and my last yellow Advanced GG can. It's the yellow can. The one you either really like it or you go, it's good. So, Britt, my thought is when you are done, when you have all these flavors, I need you, because you'll forget, I think, or at least I would. Write down your comments, your thoughts, grade them however you want to grade them. And what we're going to do is, because I think he's got like 15 to 20 different flavors in there. And I asked him what he wanted, and he only wanted like 4 samples. So I'm just I'm looking at my desk, I'm looking at my cabinet, and I'm like, nah, man, we're doing it up. So Britt, when you're done reviewing everything and sampling everything, we're going to have you on the show, because I think it's going to be great to hear from another person's perspective who has only drank G Fuel. And we know that everything's going to have a certain flavor. Advanced GG's got a certain flavor. Freshen Up's got a certain flavor. As they say at the bar, you pick your poison, because everyone's different.
Yeah, don't give Teach tequila.
I thought it was not give you mint.
No, that's taste wise. Don't give Teach tequila for other reasons. So, Britt, write down like a couple of sentences. Give us a full paragraph or something. Every single one of them you try. Give a little mini review. Write that down. Grab a pen. Jot that down. And then we'll have you on the show sometime, because we've enjoyed the fact that we can have our viewers start to branch out into trying other companies and realizing there's a whole nother world out there.
So also, Britt, I sent him 10 mystery flavors, but they're basically descriptions on what they are. So samples 1, 2, and 3, read the directions for your best experience. And then 4 to 10, just read them out before you try them and go from there. And we are very happy to have you on the show, because we want to hear it, man. We want to hear about that Advanced GG can. We want to hear about the Ulti subs. We want to hear about the Glytch V1 formula. I believe there's a Glitch, the gaming series. I'm just calling it Glitch V3 at this point. But yes, we'd love to have somebody on the show because, again, we want to try and eliminate bias here. And that was one of the reasons why we created this program. And we just thought, hey, you know what? You have a great fan, a good chance here. Why not? But obviously, take your time with it. I want you, drinking your seat, going, yeah, shaking all that. I don't think you're. I think your partner would like you shaking from drinking too much caffeine, right, Teach?
What?
I told Britt to take his time with the samples because we don't need his partner looking at him and he's just like shaking, rocking back and forth.
Yeah, take it at your leisure.
Take your time and enjoy him. If it takes a week, if it takes 3 weeks, we'll make time. Make time for somebody who's been along around. Which, speaking of, guys, I actually found over the weekend, this was Friday I got in, I found 2 boxes in my chair. One was from a good friend of mine and also another friend of the show. That is Bry. And one was from Peach.
That's me.
So I actually found something Bry was looking for. It was a sealed tub of G Fuel Fortune Blend. And he said, fine, I will trade you and ship it to your house just to save us some time. Peach Mango Collector's Box.
Wait, that's all he wants? Fortune Blend?
Well, I actually had a sealed tub, and I said, you know what? I'll trade you that for this. And he goes, fine. Since you're good with me, everything else, we'll work it out.
Oh, I got a tub of it. I'll trade you a CB for Peach Mango CB. Get it out of here. I don't want no Fortune Blend.
I thought you were doing it for collector purposes.
I'm done collecting G Fuel, so.
Say that one more time.
I'm done collecting G Fuel.
Ladies and gentlemen, March 27th, 2023. Peach Plays has announced the pleasure and pain. He is no longer adding to this fine collection behind him.
I haven't added to the collection in forever. The only thing I've bought from G Fuel in any recent time was just Shock's Mango Lemonade, which also did restock today.
11,000 tubs at that, apparently.
Mm-hmm.
Which,
I haven't
we had them on.
New.
I mean, there's thousands of collector's boxes, thousands of tubs separately, and they sold out in a day. 11,000 tubs. I'm not shocked. No pun intended.
Wait, there's 11,000 tubs today and they sold out?
No, I'm saying the first day that his flavor released, they sold out. So the restock apparently was 11,000 tubs. And if that's the case, I mean, damn. But I will send you a sample or two of the V2 Peach Mango. Although me personally, I'll just say it like this. I feel like it would be if you mix 2/3 OG Peach Mango and 1/3 Peach Rings, that's what it tastes like.
Honestly, my biggest thing that I've been trying to chalk up the energy for is, now starting to sell everything behind me. Because it's just taking up space now.
So you're just out at this point?
For G Fuel, yeah.
After how they treat people, collections not being added to, you're just kind of winding down?
I mean, there's also no good reason to keep collecting G Fuel when that will give me more room for the actual collection.
To be honest with you, Teach, when we started this show, that was one thing I was kind of not jealous, but I respected and admired what you had behind you because it's dedication.
It was dedication, but it was mostly money.
Well,
money.
Money. Are you feeling it, Mr. Krabs?
Yeah, are you feeling it, Mr. Krabs? I am not feeling it anymore, Mr. Krabs.
You're feeling like a total barnacle head. Got it.
Yep.
But I mean, really, it kind of seems like one of those things where It's like an iconic athlete leaves a team, and then the last 2 years he plays for another team, but nobody wants to talk about it.
So here's my real stance. Other than the outside surrounding aspects, other than the glitch, the other main reason why I have stopped to care about G Fuel and the collecting aspect is really, I don't know if in your younger life you ever collected sports cards or, you know, Pokemon, Magic, any of that jazz. But I have for a very long time. That's been a big part of my life for 21 years, is collecting trading card games. And when they sell a box, they call it a collector box, correct?
Collector, yes. And we've talked about this time and time again how the term collector is. Have you ever noticed that people are starting to degrade terms like legend isn't really legend like it was how it used to be? How it's thrown around so casually? And you're absolutely right because the term collector, meaning, hey, when it sells out, it sells out. G Fuel's really thrown that out the window.
Yep. Because now they've been really re-releasing older collector boxes, and in a weirdest way, they're, I don't know if they have a backstock, some warehouse they're forgetting about, but like they just came out with a bunch of the glasses, and it kind of like feels bad when I know people or even have myself are buying these expensive products because they weren't out for a long period of time. They're spending bukus of money, and then G feels like, hey, here's this thing, we're selling it dirt cheap. It kind of feels bad on a like your personal level. So like the fact that G Fuel has been like reprinting or re-releasing a bunch of these collector boxes means they won't have as much value, which means there's no point in collecting it. I think the only ones that I would probably have the fullest value in reselling on them because they haven't released is like, you know, Sour Blue Chug Rug, the Diablo collector box.
Actually, the Diablo, I'm not even sure because I mean,
Oh, it's the legendary one with the glass.
to be honest with you, there's so many people I know that are trying to get rid of that and they're hard. They're some people aren't even they're selling it for what they paid for it. Basically, it's like, listen, I'm shipping it, I'm breaking even, just take this away.
Yep.
They're not even able to get rid of it. I mean, if it's they've even re-released the Ice Shatter, which that was supposed to be a limited thing. I mean, unless it's like the first one where it was the Golden Apple Pear and such. I mean,
That's gonna be my big hitters where I get any return is my Sour
yeah.
Blue Chug Rug. Uh, Again, regardless of our opinion, the Swedish Fish because of the face Jeff Shaker, Pink
Well, that
Grapefruit,
shaker goes for $100 plus or
yeah,
minus. So I mean,
the Doc,
flavor aside, yeah, the doc.
Golden, like all the big hitter collector boxes I finally had gotten done, and then it was just only new ones from there.
Also, the one thing I was talking to Bry about, and the thing is, and he's just like, how come they're doing all this old stuff to generate everything? And if you look back 2 years ago, a shaker would be gone in a month. I remember this was Christmas time, 2020. Yeah, 2020 Christmas time. Remember the remember the Wubby shaker sold out in a day?
Yep.
Nobody saw that coming. They ended up
Got to it
retailing for
myself.
like $50 for a while.
I don't even know who Wobby is, but apparently they're a popular creator and people love the shakers, so it sold out ASAP and it had a good color coordination.
Yeah, it was the one with the cats, and then he ended up like many of them. And here's the thing: it's like when G Fuel stopped recognizing creators and their efforts, like Wubby, like beat 'em ups. And the thing that gets me, and this is just a theory of mine, but G Fuel technically is the big bully of the industry. But if everyone's thinking that they're king, that they can't get knocked off their perch, they're wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Because the way that I worked for a company, it's like, were they big and heavy on the food chain? No. But were they opening up many stores? When I worked for this retail company, when I got hired on, they recently just got done celebrating opening 500 stores. And when I left the company, they had about 800 stores. Now they have, I believe, 1,100. So I worked for this retail company and I know what happens when holidays come around. Daily goals, monthly goals, yearly quotas, they want to meet quarterly quotas. And what happens when you could make fast stock and you need to make those quotas? You come up with gimmicks. One of the biggest things was the bubble gum tub is not selling. Now, granted, I think they could have just helped mix a new flavor. Use that bubble gum and try to see if you could restart and make a new flavor. But no, they wanted to do a phony gimmick. Hey, we're gonna be doing these bundles. This is gonna be great. No, we are going to make CBs during the holidays and hopefully they sell. Nice try, but no. Which, to your point, they try to do that bubblegum collector's box a few different times. Which, for a collector like yourself, if I had that box in my hand, that would kind of piss me off.
Mm-hmm.
I understand that there's a lot of stock. I understand it's a bad flavor. I understand that there's quotas. But then when you start to reach for things like gimmicks, it's like, listen, there's certain things you could do to make your money back. Am I content on the glasses? To a point. But then there's just, again, if we're reaching for money, you could reach out to your community and they will tell you what they want. I'm pretty sure if you were to make 5,000 tubs of pink grapefruit, they would go.
Sure. Oh yeah, easy. I mean,
And
any
and also the fact that the glasses that we're talking about here, they were also sold on an eBay account. And they were being sold from the G Fuel warehouse. Now, granted, I'm not knocking the shipping method, but you put on the site a week later, and eBay, you can't use a creator code.
Mm-hmm.
So, again, we're talking more about money, more about quota. And this is where the things where we start going into gimmicks. There's certain things that, listen, I try to be as fair as I can. I try to. I know sometimes I get a little brand happy for a certain brand at the time. Like right now, I'm very high in Glytch at the moment because of what I've been sampling, for better and for worse. But we try and have people accountable. Like, for example, I found out by Bry that apparently Advanced GG switched shipping companies.
Oh, good. Was it so you didn't get your tub in a little plastic bag and have to pay $15 in shipping?
No, it's still in the bag. Still in the bag. Son of a bitch.
If I'm paying $15 in shipping, it can easily come in a box.
I think it was less than $10 for 2 tubs, but the fact that it was still in the bag, oh, the pain. And again, I've said this. I've had Advanced GG shipments of, listen, I get that if it was 1 tub, that if you want to send it to me in this, I'm completely okay with that. But if I have a shaker and you give me a plastic bag envelope, I'm pissed. And every time I send a can or a shaker, I wrap it in bubble wrap because I'm not a jerk off.
The fact that they're shipping in bags and the fact that knowing how USPS can be with products, there's so much room for error, and they better have a good customer support on their side willing to replace it because they can easily be torn apart, ripped open, the tub falls out, something happens during shipping. Even though Riley jokingly says it, it could literally be true. Like it fell off a truck, and that's something that needs to be addressed.
Now, the thing is, fell off the truck is a old saying I know from my Italian American family, and it basically means it's an old excuse meant by Italian Americans saying, hey, it's like, where'd you get this? A guy was careless. I end up finding it on the ground and I take it as mine now. It's an old excuse of I didn't steal it, but don't worry about where I came from. You got it. That's all that matters. But in this case scenario, I mean, we've seen some funny things. Like I remember a guy posting about his G Fuel order. The box came with the receipt and the sticker and nothing else in it with the note saying damaged or whatever else. But he's like, wait a minute. There's no hole in the box. It looks like the UPS guy took all my tubs, left the sticker and the receipt in there, and called it a day. Said bye. That's so just effed.
Yep.
It's bad, man.
But as you originally brought up, yes, what you did get 2 packages in. What did you get?
So everybody, this is I'm not sure if we saw if we've definitely shown this before, but we have a glitch shaker, which if anyone's gonna put a shaker on a backpack, I'm not one of those guys because I'm just rough with my work bag, everything else.
I am.
But this right here, that handle's very good to go on a backpack.
I do with my backpack when going to work, and I love that they have the handle.
And also, you will never lose your shaker ball again because this is how it goes. So when you shake it, it goes up and down the rod, and you can just take that out, and then you just put it right there in your washing machine.
So that was something I was going to bring up on the show because I have 2 kinds of glitch shakers. I have the one with your traditional shaker blades at the top, and then I also recently just bought a bunch myself and for others some new sample packets or the sample kits, whatever. And I didn't know how I was originally going to feel about that mechanism, and I'll let you know I kind of like it. Because
as do I.
It mixes up very well because it's actually adding in I don't know the proper way to say it.
It helps.
Losing my word too.
Does it help with friction a little bit? I guess.
I don't know with friction, but it definitely feels like it helps more to mix up the product, your powder inside with the movement of the ball, and of course it also can.
And here's our regular traditional shaker. Also, I'm not sure if anyone has ever heard of Revive skateboards, but that's what this looks like to me. That's what this reminds me of.
You know, as somebody who used to skate and was in the skate industry, never heard of Revive.
YouTube skate company, and they're huge. They took the industry by storms.
But yes, you
basically think of like skateboarding, but with it's like a YouTube skater taking over the internet with a company. Followed them for years, but this I like. So,
but you did receive 2 sample
kits. Yeah. So let's talk about them. Also, just a heads up, if anyone wants to know as far as mixing it up, to just keep in mind, Glytch I think mixes very well.
It does, in all honesty.
So if I had to say what mixes the best, I gotta say that Glytch mixes up very well. Freshen Up mixes very well. G Fuel could stay on the bottom. You gotta shake it a little bit more. Juju, I still think you gotta shake it up a little bit as you go along. Advanced GG, I say it's kind of medium.
So Relly did receive 2 starter kits. One, because they came out 2 new starter kits recently. One was for their Revive line, and then the other was a new starter kit for their gaming line, because they have now their whole gaming line. They've really pushed and redid their Revive line, their hydration line, and I almost feel like they technically did a new formula for their hydration, the Revive line.
Yes, they did. So the one thing that, if I remember correctly, from the Hydration V1 and why it was a failure, so it had this taste in it that overpowered the flavor. There was a certain vitamin-like taste that overpowered everything. And in my opinion, taste-wise, it just was not good. I wasn't doubting the formula, but taste-wise, it was not good. They were very smart in redoing it, and I've only tried 2 so far. The blackberry lemonade, after it sits a little bit, it gets a little too tart for my liking.
So you tried this
my
one?
thing? Yes. But the first one I tried was the cherry limeade, as you can imagine, and that was a chef's kiss.
So I will say everything ahead and point in time, make a disclaimer of, even with me being from Glytch, I'm still going to give my unbiased opinions in all of these as I normally would for any company. This blackberry lemonade, I was a huge fan. Huge fan. The blackberry was good. The lemonade is good. I give this a solid 8 out of 10. This one really surprised me because this one was the most I was worried about and how they would do their blackberry. I really enjoyed it. Like, more companies need to look at doing a blackberry lemonade.
Juju does in an energy formula, but I think the only thing I have a problem with that, and this is what happens with some Juju formulas, that flavor itself, you got to get the ratio right. My preference for the Juju blackberry lemonade, I like scoop and a quarter. That's just my 2 cents there. The cherry limeade, have you tried that, Teach?
I have
Even
not.
though I
This
know
one
it's
I
not
was
your thing.
saving for last.
Okay, that's fine.
But I
So
know you would love it because you love cherry limeades.
yes, I give that solid. I give it a 4.5 stars, which I will be trying the strawberry margarita and the raspberry lemonade sometime throughout the week.
And to be
Now,
fair, when we tried the first set of Revive about a year ago, really not were like we weren't the hugest fans of the cherry
ooh,
limeade Revive then, and honestly, it wasn't too great. And I think we like our ratings were kind of lower on it. I think you gave it a two
uh, I
five.
want I want to say it was like a 2 star, and I believe it was last saying that helped us with samples.
Yep.
He ended up giving us a couple of packs of that, and oof, oh no. So
Now
just to let
I
everybody know, just a positive note on last saying, he's got some stuff going on. He took a hiatus for a while, but him and his family are going to be back shortly, and he's going to be back streaming, gaming, and he gives everybody at the show his regards. And I believe he still is affiliated with Glytch. I believe so.
I will say, really, you will love this raspberry lemonade because this raspberry lemonade is incredible. I was so happy that I got a tub of this because the raspberries on point. They're like Glytch has their lemonade down, which I really like, and it's nice, it's smooth, it's sweet with a tiny bit of tart. It feels so right. I can like every time I drink it, I just picture Relly when Relly has that flavor, and he's like, and he's just all perchy and all sitting back, and you can tell he's
So,
in his little
have you
zone.
tried the strawberry margarita yet?
I have not.
So, here's the thing. Do you want me to try the raspberry lemonade right now, or the strawberry margarita?
We could try the strawberry margarita together.
All right, sounds good, my man. I mean, I didn't
So
think we were gonna sample anything tonight, but I was wrong.
here's one thing I generally want to bring up because this is something I feel like Glytch is doing right, and I feel like something Glytch is doing wrong, and I want to be transparent about it. So, really, as you know, when you get the Glytch starter kit, you get this, right? The normal 16-ounce shaker.
For the hydration,
Yes,
I
for the
got
Revive,
that
yes.
regular
Yeah.
shaker. Yes.
Yes. So, I will put the strawberry margarita in there. You can do it in your tall shaker, and I want to show you something. Because this is one of the oopsies I feel like Glytch does, and it's not like anything detrimental, but I think it still is something that needs to be said, and I will still be the one to bring it up.
Ah, damn it, out of water. Tell you what,
Ooh.
mention it, and then I'm going to take a few to take on water, Mr. Squidward.
I'll say, go ahead and take on water. I'll mention it when you get back, so you can point it out too.
Back down the hatches, Mr. Squidward.
This strawberry margarita smells real good. So, if anybody in the audience is curious about trying Glytch with a Y, of course, you can get their new Revive line, the starter kit, and you can also get the new gaming line. And I highly recommend everybody try the gaming line. In all honesty, if you've been curious about Glytch, tub price, it's 30 a tub, 30 servings, so it's $1 per serving. The flavors are honestly incredible, and they're all well-liked flavors. And I previously, when Glytch switched to their V2 formula, I was drinking all the Pro Series because that's all they had. The Pro Series and the gaming lines do have their different formulas. So what I personally love about the Revive the gaming line is that it is 225 milligrams of caffeine per scoop, and it is their normal little smaller scoop that I do recommend putting in the tall boy that you get with it, because mostly Glytch sells tall boys, over shorties, and I personally love that as somebody who likes tall boys over shorties. Um, Great flavors, great price. I think it's a great formula too. Tastes fantastic. It gives me it's kind of to me like a happy love child of the original Glytch V1 taste, but with a V2 formula. So it's very, very good on their end to do that. What is Revive? Glytch Revive is their hydration line. Correct. Glytch Revive is their hydration line, which I do highly also recommend because I like it a lot as well. And there, of course, it's Glytch. So Glytch has an incredible formula, in all honesty. And again, I'm saying all this non-biased, but there is so much in their hydration. And the one thing is that they do the word blend correct, because they do have the word blend right, but they show you everything under that. It's not just a proprietary blend. Now, the small little thing I will call Glytch for, because I think it was kind of funny when I was really looking at both the formulas when I got these in, is that they kind of copied and pasted their own sample packets in a way.
They literally, because the one thing I've noticed on the packet, it's the same as the tub. Like, for example, this is a 1 serving packet. It says servings per container, 30.
Yep. So here's the funnier one.
Past that shit.
Here's the funny one, Riley. What's it say at the very bottom of the hydration? Look at the very bottom of the front side. It's gonna say
total caffeine per serving is 225.
And now flip it to the front side.
0 sugar, 0 calories, 0 caffeine.
Yeah, it's funny because you can kind of tell they copy and pasted it, because the back says 225 and the front says there's no caffeine. So yes, Revive is our hydration. Who writes this shit? There is no caffeine.
Who writes this shit?
So it's not like it's the worst thing ever, but it's definitely something I need to point out.
I'm just saying, dude, when you have one that's like that and you look at the greens on the back, somebody's gonna get sued. Somebody's gonna sue over that.
So my big thing I want to bring up now that you're back, when it comes to the Revive line, is that Glytch sells a lot of tall boys, and I love tall boys, and I think it's what Glytch needs to start promoting and start being a little bit transparent on. Not like they're just being bad about it, but everything that Glytch sells works perfectly in a tall boy. It mixes up beautifully in a tall boy. It tastes best in a tall boy, in all honesty, and they don't have a lot of shorties except for the Revive. Now, if you look, because I've tested this myself, and it's going to be really hard to see on the camera. The Revive mixes up beautifully in a tall boy, but in a shorty, you can kind of still see it getting on the sides. But I've tested this because in a tall boy, it mixes beautifully and it doesn't stick to the sides. Now, in a shorty, no matter how much you shake it up, you're still getting a little bit left on the sides. So my thing to Glytch is like, quit with the small shakers. Just make it so when you get the Revive line, they get a big one.
So, question for you: that Gaming Series starter kit that you also sent me, the only flavors that I have left is Limit Test, which is mixed berries, and grenades. But they made grenades 3 different times, and grenades is bomb. Okay, that is not available in the starter kit, and I'm looking to get my hands on that somewhere.
Crack sauce is pretty correct.
Crack sauce is pretty correct. And again, my father loves the Glytch Gaming Series. I just call it Glytch V3.
Limit Test.
Limit Test is there in mixed berry.
Wait, do you have the packet?
Yes.
Maybe I misplaced that one. I don't have that one in front of me.
So, I'm going to pull up the Glytch website real quick here. And I'm just going to go through the flavors since I basically tried them all except one.
You're right, because it's Limit Test, Smurf Juice, Maui Punch, Grenades, Cherry Bomb, and Limit Test, which I must have misplaced my Limit Test before the show.
Let's see. Where is it? So there's a couple of things. I think I got a different kit actually because I didn't have a cherry bomb. I had something else in it.
Really?
Yes.
Interesting.
Actually, I'm not sure which one you gave me. I'm not seeing it here.
Just the regular one, unless they just switched it up.
I think they switched it up, man, because what I remember is I got a Cosmic Candy in mine as well.
Huh, they must have switched up then because I didn't get Cosmic Candy.
Okay, interesting. So I'm going to pull up the Game & Energy series. and I am going to pull up the things that I tried and the things that I enjoyed. Ooh. Also, oh, Smurfers didn't get pulled up, I guess. So I am going to pull this up for everybody, and I am going to let me just share my screen. So, does everybody see my page here? Excellent. So, we haven't tried crack sauce, or at least I haven't yet.
See,
So,
so that packet right there is the 5 I got with my starter kit. Because I did try Nerdies, and Nerdies actually isn't bad.
so this was actually what I was going to start with, nerdies. So, I thought was going to be just grape, but it's got strawberry in there as well. So, when I thought grape and strawberry candy, they're basically saying that it's nerds candy. Uh, when it's candy flavor, you kind of wonder how they do it because there's so many different forms of what a candy can taste like. Me personally, I think this is very good. I think this is spot on. For I wasn't sure if I wanted more grape or more strawberry. I sipped this throughout the day. I just kind of had, 225 of caffeine. It's just, I'm working, I'm taking a sip. So I had a busy weekend because I was helping somebody move furniture. I'm writing sports articles again. So I'm doing a bunch of this and that. Nerdies helped me get through the job.
You got
That
Nerdies with
was,
yours?
I did get a sample of Nerdies, yes.
Okay, so I was gonna say because I did get that one with mine, and it is a raspberry grape, like the little purple, pink and purple box of
It
Nerds.
says grape and strawberry candy. I
Yeah,
tasted a grape and it was definitely, I think it was some sort of berry. I wasn't sure if it was strawberry or raspberry. It tastes a little more
it
grape.
tasted so on point to the little mini box of Nerds, though. But I personally felt like it was more of a strawberry than a raspberry, or I personally felt like it was more of a raspberry than a strawberry. But either way, it tasted on
Me
point.
too, because it didn't have that sweetness of the strawberry. But either way, very good. So this is what I was telling before, and we actually had Bry order this. I believe you ordered a tub of this. Have you tried the Maui Punch?
I have not had Maui Punch yet. I did get that, but I have not tried it yet.
So when's the last time you tried G Fuel Type O?
Oh, it's been a while.
So listen, I'm gonna get to. I mentioned very briefly how I think about the G Fuel Peach Mango, the new versus the old, because I think they went with the peach rings kind of vibe, and then they add like the mango afterward. Good, but 4.5 stars. I expected it to be a 5 star, maybe. Maybe it's my head. So, but my thought is that's the only thing that this is in a comparison to. So instead of looking for Type O for $100 a tub, I say grab that. And Bry, who is a big G Fuel collector and a big G Fuel fan first, he digs it. He digs
Yeah,
it.
I don't think you compare Typo. I think you compare it more to their Tropical Rain because it doesn't have passion fruit.
Tropical Rain to me is kiwi dominant. And this right here is passion fruit first, and then it has a punch on the back burner.
But I have not tried it yet. It looks like, because I'd have to get the full flavor listing on it. See if you click on it, it says what's all in the Tropical Punch.
It just
Maui
says
Punch.
it says tropical punch, but it's passion fruit.
Well, I mean, if you click on it, it'll take you to the actual tub itself. See if it says what's all
Hawaiian
in.
breeze, Sunny Beach. Let's see.
Okay, so for that one, they don't fully go into that, just the Tropical Punch.
But I will say straight up, and Bry had me compare, especially since it's right there. It's passion fruit forward.
Now, I will say, Rolly, you have not tried yours yet, and I've been slowly sipping on it this entire time throughout the show. You know what's in this shaker?
Hold on, let me see for a moment. What's in that shaker?
You're gonna want to try this one sometime very soon. This is Granny Grenades, and boy, is it going to bring back memories! Because
we've tried Granny Grenades, and it's never been bad. It's been around and never been touched for a reason.
If there's something that Glytch does so right,
what was one thing that we said when we found out that they were rejuvenating. When we found out that they were doing the Pro Series, when we saw that they were doing Dragon Sweat, we were disappointed and we said, what was the one thing we said here? What did we
Where's the
say?
grenades?
Where's the grenades? Granny grenades, regular grenades. What happened to this? One of their best flavors. What the hell did they do? I say one of the best because, Teach, I think if we were to do a segment sometime, we would have to do it draft style, discontinued flavors that need to be brought back. And I say draft style because that means that we would go in order and nobody could pick the same flavor twice.
The important part is that they brought it back for the gaming line, and holy shit, does it taste like the old stuff, and you're gonna love it. It's so like Glytch does a green apple so right that many companies fall on because you can taste the juiciness of an apple. You can tell it's clear as day, a green apple, not a red apple.
Yes. So, how's the strawberry margarita, my man?
I haven't tried it yet. I was waiting for you. Are you ready?
Yeah. All right. I think I actually had a sip or two during when I was trying this, but
this one was the one I was saving for last. Holy shit.
So some people think that green apple is better when it's not sour. How would you describe grenades to Brit?
It's not sour at all. It has a tiny bit of, like a very tiny bit of a tartness, but if anything, you'd say it's more sweet than sour or tart.
Green apple explosion. Boom.
So I did order a tub of this, the raspberry lemonade. I'm ordering a tub of strawberry margarita.
I can imagine. So,
again, I'm saying all this non-biased, even with my affiliation. This is hands down the best strawberry on the market.
Really?
I think so, without a doubt,
All
because
right.
you actually fully taste strawberry.
You do. So my thought is if we had to rank the stuff that I've been trying so far, Nerdies, 4.5 stars. Maui Punch, 4 stars. I'm gonna say Smurf Juice. We got this is a different category because there's do you want it regular or sour? Sour, I'm giving it 4 stars. Regular, I'm giving it 3.5. Limit test, incomplete at the moment. Cosmic Candy. I hate to say this, but I'm just gonna mark this as an incomplete because I have no. Listen, I have no idea who the hell fed what after midnight, as one man said, but it is just not good. When you have generic candies of a certain kind, it tastes like paint. And unfortunately, Cosmic Candy, it's going to be an acquired taste. It just does not agree with me, unfortunately.
I think any candy flavor is kind of acquired, no matter what brand.
Granny Grenades, that's 5-star every time because it's phenomenal. And Cherry Bomb, I'm giving it a 4 stars. So
They do go with their black cherry.
So for the most part, let's see.
Even Relly's father loves black cherry. He loves the cherry bomb from Glytch.
I mean, he says that formula just does the job and it goes from there. So if we go here, let's see. If we go down the line, incomplete, 4.5, 4, 3.5, and 4, incomplete. I'll give this 1.5 star because I gotta rate something. 5 star and 4 star. I mean, from the gaming line, the Glytch V3. I mean that's a tall order.
In my personal opinion, again, non-biased, I love that Glytch has 2 different formulas. I love that they have the Pro Series. I love that they have the Gaming Series, and I think they offer 2 different kind of formulas and blends with different ingredients inside. But I personally recommend everybody, if you ever want to try Glytch, go and get the gaming line because they should have just came out with the gaming line from the start when they wanted to do a new formula because it just tastes great. You feel great.
So, by the way, Brit also does have your favorite flavor. He does have that sample. I gave him.
What?
He's got a
From what brand?
sample of Falcon Smash and
Oh,
Aim Assist.
Aim Assist is good. Aim Assist is real good from the Pro Series. And again, I
So,
always recommend filling this up in a tall boy, 2 scoops.
so if you remember this, so I'm going to just let me see if I could actually pull this up. I just realized I had a message. I forgot to hit send on you. Oh my god. So I can actually zoom into this from here.
But really, what's your review on the Strawberry Mark? Because I've already finished it. I love this. Like, straight up, in all honesty, this is an incredible strawberry. And the margarita thing, you can tell there's like a little bit of like a marg
I guess
taste to it, like they
I'm
tried.
not a margarita guy, but I'm gonna give this a 3 stars just because I'm not a margarita guy.
But on a
I just don't like
strawberry,
that taste to it. On the strawberry note, very good.
now here's the real question: strawberry marg or Raven's blood? I want your honest opinion because I feel like this strawberry is way better than the Raven's blood.
I'm just not liking the margarita in it, so I guess the Raven's blood by default. Because the Megan margarita taste with me, like I know you're into it, but I just don't see myself buying a tub of this personally. But I mean, I will say the Raven's blood, the more I'm kind of like looking at my flavors, it's not a daily driver like how I first like don't you just hate it when like you have a flavor, you try, you go from there. Like again, formalized, it's very good if we go by taste wise, could be a little bit better. But again, every formula is going to be a wee bit different. Oh, also, I'm looking at the what I also sent Britt. He does have the V1 sour grape ape. I'm just looking at everything he sent, so I kind of just let's see.
I guess I'll have to do a comparison because even Britt brings it up. But I have not tried the Smurf juice yet because this is a blue raspberry gummy. And at Halloween, they came out with. Now, I know they're going to taste a little bit different either way, no matter what, but how similar. They came out with a special limited release of something called a Phantom Potion, which was a blue raspberry gummy. And I like this a lot in the Pro Series. So I wonder how similar it is in the gaming line, or if that was kind of like their little testing way to come out with the Smurf juice. Because Smurf juice and Falcon Punch are going to be different. Falcon Punch was a straight blue raz. Smurf juice is a blue raz candy
Eesh.
gummy.
So what do you? So side by side, do you think you're gonna find something?
Between those two,
Yeah.
yeah, definitely. These two, so like the Pro Series and the Gaming Series, no matter what, have a different kind of taste to them because they have a different
Yes.
ingredients in them, and so they just naturally have a little bit of a different taste.
Do you think the new level affects the taste?
I think it does in a way. It definitely does. But they're completely different formulas, so each ingredient will affect the taste in either way. And I don't think a lot of people are prepared for the new level and a lot that's in the Glytch Pro series and the gaming series. But personally, like formula wise, I like the ingredients more in the Pro series, but I like the 225 in the gaming series more. I like that I can only do 1 scoop of this instead of 2 here because you know me, I'm a caffeine fiend. Everybody knows that.
Absolutely. So. Also, from I will say,
well, that's the thing, Brian. You do 2 scoops in a tall boy. For the Pro Series, you do 2 scoops in a tall boy, not a 1 scoop. 2 scoops in tall boy. That's how you get the perfect Glytch flavor for the Pro Series. 2 scoops tall boy.
Yes. So if you want to know the full list of what Bry has, here's what he has. So the 4 tubes of the Freshen Up, plus with there is the Raven's Blood and the Tangy Explosion, the 2 Alti flavors, the Glitch Sour Grape Ape Falcon Smash Aim Assist, and he does have the Granny Grenades V1 formula.
Granny V1.
Yes.
Like the OG.
Yes, the yellow advanced GG can. and he sent me the list of the spoilers, and all this stuff for the most part have been a big part of the show. So to be front, the melon cream pop, advanced GG, the advanced GG peach iced tea, which I gave him instructions on how to do those two, the advanced GG gummy bear. I mentioned the other two fresh enough flavors. Juju bomber pop, banger.
That is a banger.
Advanced GG Splitgate. Now, again, as far as that we have tried so far, the bomber pop, those two are very close. He's got the Glitch cherry bomb that I packed the sample of. I got the bags for him, everything. The advanced and he's got both the advanced GG hydrations to try.
They do. Advanced GG does have very good hydrations.
And Britt, I actually found out.
I've not been a fan of their
I got,
line.
but you love the hydration line. You love the hydration line. Which Britt, I hope you enjoy that peach mango hydration from Advanced GG. That was my second to last scoop, bro. Might be a little while before I have that back in my cabinet. Especially since let's see, if I go to the website right now, again, this is the 27th of March.
We will be trying
hydration.
Rogue soon. We will be trying Rogue very soon.
Yes, we will be having cans that I will have to ship to Teach and go from there.
We'll be doing cans,
so
energy,
just to let
everything.
you know, for anybody that's looking for the Advanced GG hydration, the lemonade and peach mango are sold out.
Wait, what?
Sold out. The only Advanced GG hydration that's on the site available is the blueberry pomegranate, but that is pristine, I will say.
Which ones did you send me? You sent me the
blueberry pomegranate and the peach mango. I do not own the lemonade.
Those ones are both good. I do recommend them.
I mean, dude, if anything that you give an 8 on the show plus, it's something to be worth noting about. Going forward, I mean, I think he got like 20 flavors there. I mean, all bangers, but I mean, it's actually going to be nice to try and have other opinions and such. And I cannot wait. Now, again, my stomach pending. I wonder how those Rogue cans are going to be.
I don't know. Never had Rogue, so I look forward to trying out their cans. I look forward to trying out their actual formula, their normal energy line.
I've had packets for a while.
I know there's been so much to come up when we've just pushed off our Rogue episode.
I mean, as far as I'm concerned, I mean, I kind of just said I mean, they sound good. Well, I mean, you know, there's some that you're gonna be exempt from, of course, Teach. Like if you want to say no to pina colada.
I mean, I'll still be trying it all. I gotta try it all.
Hey. It better not involve a hammer.
Nah.
But in all sincerity, it's just nice to have variety. And even when you have a certain taste, I mean, just a question for everybody in here. It doesn't matter if it's comments or anything else. What is a flavor that you can say, do you like it? But I wouldn't buy a ton of it. It's not the best, and I can't recommend it to a friend, but it's good.
So the flavor's fine, but you wouldn't recommend it, and you wouldn't buy more.
It's good. You wouldn't buy a tub, and you can't recommend it to a friend because you have no idea if he'll have the same opinion or if he'll hate it.
That's a hard question.
For me, it's Compound V. It's like we got vanilla ginger ale, lemon lime soda, not Sprite, and a third element to it. So it's just kind of like, is it good? Yes. Would you buy a case of this or buy a tub of it? No. Can you recommend it to a friend? No. It is literally the Alfa Romeo of the energy drink world.
That's a really hard question.
Like, for example, I like the melon pop from Advanced GG. But I told everybody, if you do not use 14 ounces and let it settle for a little bit, you are going to have a rough time with this tub. Now, Bry enjoys it. I hope that Brit enjoys it. But I actually, if you don't remember, I sent a couple things to Mr. Mellon, another former guest on the show, Jacob Walker. I asked his opinion. He gives it a 7.5 to 8 out of 10.
It's really hard for me to say.
And out of the melon flavors out there, it's definitely top 3. But yes, I've been sending him out a couple of things just to see how it could go. And there's going to be hit and miss on everything. But really, Teach, you can think about a hit or miss flavor like that? Like the pink lemonade and the Pro Series line, that's a little interesting.
I like the pink lemonade in the Pro Series line. I would buy more.
The Litcoinade, after the first time, I tried it, it's simply because my thought was I tried so many different ways to make it less water, more water. If it's not perfect, I felt like I was getting a different result every single time. I don't know how or why.
So one, I guess I could say on that question for each kind of different brand, and one of them I already can tell will be controversial, jokingly. Spyro Dragon Fruit from G Fuel.
Objection. Actually, yes.
That's one I like, but I know not many others will always like. It's not one that I really buy more of, but I did like it. It wasn't anything out of this world. Advanced, I can't really say much there because I'm not a fan of their energy line.
Oh, the pain.
Can't say anything for Rogue. For Glytch Y, it's definitely Litcoin. Glytch I, absolutely got nothing. Just don't buy it.
I agree. Just don't buy it. It's just, I hate to say it, but it's just kind of foul.
Freshen up. I've only had the Raven's Blood tub so far, and that would be in that category where I tried it. It was fine, but I don't know if I'd recommend it because I don't think the strawberry's fully there.
Everything's gonna be acquired taste, and every formula is different. I mean, certain sours are different. Certain fruits can be different at times.
I feel like there's more brain I'm forgetting.
Let's see.
Oh, Juju.
Juju is weird because it goes by ratio. The only thing I would say that maybe, the pumpkin.
Yeah. But I feel like that's also slightly different because I feel like that's more of a milk one in general.
If it's not milk, it's crap. If it's water, it tastes like grass. If it's in milk of your choice, you're loving life.
I can't say anything for mall because I've only had the mall grapefruit, which was good.
I
guess you could technically say that because I know grapefruit even in a way is an acquired taste for many.
It's weird too because it wasn't like grapefruit, the actual fruit. It has citrus note that resembled grapefruit, and I can't say I'd reach for grapefruit flavors now.
And again, that's going off the question of it was something that was good, but you wouldn't necessarily buy a ton more, and you don't know if a friend would like it. Like, I know a Spyro, it's an acquired taste, and like Litcoin could be kind of an acquired taste in a slight way.
Now again, I always say milk of choice because then we get basically political. It's like a religion. Like if somebody says, "Hey, what do you mean? Can I use almond milk?" I mean, milk of your choice. Go for it, man. I can't dare use. It's like, what do you mean you use 2%? Use the whole milk, bro.
Use whatever nut milk you want.
I say milk of choice. You want nuts? Go nuts. You want goat? Use goat. You want the old-fashioned way? Okay, pick your percentage you feel like. Pick your poison.
Remember, chocolate milk comes from chocolate cows.
Are we doing Nikki Cash with the provolone cow?
What?
You don't remember the provolone cow?
No.
Ah, the cow. All cheese and everything come from the same cow. Provolone, Parmigiana, and the man at the counter think I'm a so stupid. It's the provolone cow, the same that make the chocolate milk.
It sounds like something you would know and not I.
as long as the milk is healthy, I say that because I was working with somebody and I swear to God, he left lactose milk in his truck for like 5 hours. Now, I don't know about you. I don't care what the hell kind of milk you got. That's grimy if you ask me.
Yeah.
But really high hopes for everything coming out, man. Also, there was I can't wait for those freshen up cans to get here, man. To try those, try something new. Trying sour blue raz in a can, actual sour is gonna be fun. Just my thought.
I still have the one to try.
The one can.
Yeah, I got the 1 can of sour blue res. It's in the fridge.
Ah, didn't you get a 4-way pack?
Mm-hmm.
Ah, and the cherry limeade's coming in, man.
Yeah, still gotta try the 4-pack too on the show.
Yeah, I cannot wait to try the cherry limeade to compare, man. And what was that? Well, I'm actually marking on my calendar. I gotta reach out to Chuck. I mean, again, I don't think he's gonna get into the pre-ordering game because I don't think he's that big enough to do so. But if he said, "Hey, man, would you want to pre-order cherry limeade right now?" I would do it.
I look forward to trying Chuck's V2. I look forward to trying Alti's new line. I know they're a new and upcoming company, and they're really trying. But even for their like V1 formula, and Chuck said they're making the V2, I still like the taste of the V1. We had our little disagreements on some of the formula inside, like the melted texture and everything. But even he stepped up and said they're removing that from the formula. I think Alti is definitely an up and coming company to look out for, and definitely give a shot. And, if you guys didn't check out last week's episode, go watch last week's episode where we had Chuck on the show from Alti, CEO of Alti. Real good guy. Real fun episode. Glad he got real comfortable with us. We hope to have him on again in the future, possibly when he comes out with his new line that he brought up.
Which there's going to be 3 new flavors. We just know cherry limeade is one of them. The other one, I have a feeling it might be guava. I really do. Also, Teach, one thing that was kind of brought up to me and I put on the Twitter post, but you think next week we could actually go basically want to actually Boog Nest, I think they still got a sale going on where they're gonna give you sample packs. All you gotta do is pay the shipping. I think they'll give you like 5 packs. I think it's like 2 blue raz or 3 lemon, and they ship in a regular bubbled envelope. I got a 5 and 5 pack so I could try on the show with Teach, and I gave some to Britt to have on the show, and my message, man. I got something in store for you. Just give me a message after the show, and I got a surprise for you. You'll see. Um, but one thing I was thinking of, Teach, and this was brought up, is if we could take basically a flavor, like a regular flavor, could we put the crown on a brand? Like if we
Like
say,
saying
hey,
this one brand has the best of this.
like what brand has the best regular blue raspberry? Who gets the crown?
It's a hard one to say. So everybody does it a little differently.
Exactly. Especially like, hey, who does the best cherry flavors? Like, it gets a little tough, you know what I mean? Like I think it would be like in my opinion, this is before I do process of elimination. My thought is the cherry crown. I'm not saying this because you're affiliated, but I think the cherry crown might go to Glytch.
I'd have to say if we guessed on Blue Raz, I'd have to honestly maybe give that to Juju.
I was thinking the same way. I mean, I've been a fan of Juju since we started the show. Uh, let's see. Like, I mean, what do we do for grape?
Oh,
There's not that many grapes. I mean, the grapesicle with Juju's is in its own category. Advanced GG's is medicine. Slim picking. Absolutely slim picking. It might be a brand we haven't even tried yet. I mean, does Rogue make a grape? I think they might.
I think they do.
Huh. That's gonna be very interesting. But I think that would honestly take some time and process of elimination. I think I might have to like do my notes before we like do that. But I don't know. You think it'd be a topic for next week? We basically take some notes and we go into it and we debate.
Yeah, we could.
And who knows? There might be some brands that take a separate crown. Because again, if we take like the cherry flavors, we know who's in and who's out. And it's like
no cough medicine.
Well, yeah. I mean, I hate to say this, but Advanced GG, when it comes to cherry and grape, it's medicine. If we were to go to let's say cherry flavors, it's like G Fuel. Theirs have been, I mean,
hit or miss.
Do you count the Raging Gummy Fish as a cherry flavor?
Kind of more candy.
I mean, anything could be candied, because if we're going to go by candy flavors, I mean,
well, I say even if we do consider it, then we know it's definitely not Raging Gummy Fish. That's definitely not the crown.
If the crowd goes to any Raging Gummy Fish, I'm going to need a lot of Jack Daniel's honey. Jesus Christmas, that's for damn sure. Knock me out for that one. That's not capping at all. But I mean, my thought is if we were going to do candy, I think that's a little too vague, because real talk is if we go by candy flavors, there's a lot of candidates.
So we can look into it.
That is going to be a very big topic of conversation. And I think that could be a whole topic for next week. But what we're going to do, guys, is again, we hope that those are going to enjoy their gifts. I can't wait for Britt to take down some notes as I review this as time goes on. And right here, I got a lot of index cards, and I am going to be hitting the notes. And Teach, are you going to be streaming tonight, you think?
No.
You tired?
Yeah. I got a lot going on. A lot on my plate. I got to take care of some stuff.
Understood. I was about to say maybe we should do we technically can't do a raid, but I don't know. Anybody you recommend?
Oh, there's plenty of great people, but go watch your favorite people. Go take care. Go be good. That's episode 16. 8. We talked over some good topics. We had some good jazz, but we'll be back next week and we'll try to spice it up and make it a good one. Hopefully I'm feeling better too. Because next week should be a very, very nice episode.
Whoa. Park it. What do you got going on? Usually I'm the one scheming.
Riley, what episode was tonight?
Damn it! I should have seen that coming.
You should always know, even if I'm under the weather, I'm still going to be a jokester. It'll be a very nice 69.
Well, considering we know that's episode 69 next week, but what do they say?
Nice.
Caffey Daddy's got a first name. It's Relly. Caffey Daddy has a first name. It's Relly. Everybody, thank you. Have a good Monday night. Everybody, please stay safe, healthy, and well. And we are going to be out. So with everybody, stay safe out there. Drink plenty. Stay caffeinated. And we'll be seeing you. Please take care. We out.